Hey everybody, this just in and what it means for you. Today I've got two stocks for you to take a look at. Now keep in mind they may be risky, but the potential is really high. My job is not to sway you in either direction to buy or to sell them, but I at least want you to know what's moving behind them so that you can make the right decision. If this is something that you're interested in, you sit right there. Hello everybody, this is Glenn Tompkins from VectorVest. Always my pleasure to bring these videos to the forefront for you to consider. Today, we're going to look at two stocks that are very risky stocks, but the potential is way up there, so if nothing else, take a look at them. Before we get started, if you're a subscriber to the channel, thank you for being part of VV Nation. If you're not and you're just stumbling across this page and you like the content, hit the subscribe button. If your subscribe button is red, all you have to simply do is click one mouse click, change that from red to subscribed, and once you've done that, share this content across all of your social media outlets. Let people know what we're doing here at VectorVest. But most of all, if you like the content, don't forget to smash that like button. All right, so let's get into what we're going to talk about today. Two stocks that are very widely talked about. A lot of people on the YouTube channel have asked me to take a look at them, so I will do that today. My two stocks to look at are Nio and NNDM, or Nano Dimensions. You guys keep gigging me on how I say things, so I'm going to try to make sure that I say it right the first time. So Nio, as we all know, a lot of people like to say that Nio is the Tesla in China, and Nano Dimensions is a very interesting company that's marked off a good niche in a whole different market to accommodate the shortage of chips in a 3D way. So we're going to look at both stocks. Now, I do want to put the disclaimer out there again that these are risky stocks. These are not stocks that you want to take your hard-earned retirement money and put behind it, but the potential is there, and from that potential, again, you make your own decision. All right, let's go take a look at the first stock. Again, is Nio. Now, Nio, most recently, we all know that it's been rocking and rolling. The EV, or electrical vehicle space, has been hot. It has been super hot, on fire, baby. And with that, Nio has been leading in that industry along with XPeng and Lee and a lot of other companies getting into the electrical vehicle space. Have you been watching your TV lately? You're looking at a lot of companies going and making more of a commitment in their current vehicles to more electric vehicles. So Nio is at the forefront of that, and they just had earnings yesterday, and selling off after earnings could present an accumulation opportunity. Again, that in itself is a speculative play. Knowing that earnings is the engine that drives the stock's price higher. They missed. The stock fell hard, and it's still falling today, down over 5% today. We're going to take a look at a graph of it. But could that really set up a possibility of a rebound? Well, let me tell you what to look for before you pull the trigger on that. However, any decline can be viewed as an opportunity to buy up the stock from a medium to long-term investment perspective. Let me let you know something else. I'm always transparent about my stories. I do not have any skin in the game. I do not own Nio. So my analysis is not trying to get the stock to get pumped up or anything. I do not own the stock. And when I do, I will let you know in these videos when I do own the stock. Before diving deeper into Q4 numbers, let's briefly discuss the industry's tailwinds. Last year, new energy vehicle sales in China comprised 5% of the total car sales. The country is targeting a new energy vehicle sales at 20% of total car sales by fiscal year 2025. Folks, this industry is on fire. So I took this a step further. I looked at the story. I read the story. There's a lot of positivity about the story. I wanted to know what was going on with the cars itself. So I looked at Nio. Nio provides a January 2021 delivery update. Nio delivered 7,225 cars in January of 2021 alone, increasing by 352% year over year. Are they putting some cars out? Absolutely. So that's something that's going to bolster the company as far as potential. So I said, well, let me go see what the big boy is doing. Let's see what Tesla is doing. Tesla says Tesla may be under-promising on its 2021 vehicle delivery guidance, Insider. So they're saying that Tesla is sandbagging their vehicle sales to bump it up for later. Could that be a good thing or a bad thing? If they're making the cars, they should tell the world that I'm here, I'm making the cars, they're going out. New super battery that will drive a $3 trillion EV market. That's a whole nother story in and of itself. But a recent rumor from an individual reportedly familiar with the electric car maker's plans has now suggested that Tesla may be sandbagging its 2021 estimates. Tesla investor Sawyer Merritt, who shared the rumor on Twitter, confirmed with Telesar, whatever that is, that the information came from an insider familiar with the electric car maker's sales strategy this year. Nio and Tesla are going at it head to head. Again, Nio is looked at to be the Tesla of China. So I wanted to give some background of what's going on with Nio, even though it missed earnings. My next stock is Nano Dimensions. This is another stock that has niched out, has carved out a good niche in its own market. Nano Dimensions raised $500 million more on NASDAQ. Nano Dimensions is a company that utilizes 3D for technology, preferably for the chip space. The Israeli electronic company's components 3D company has raised nearly $1.5 billion since last September as it searches for an acquisition target. What are they looking for? They're looking for companies to make their technology better. They have already got a good stranglehold on it. The CEO of the company is out looking for companies to make the technology better. Despite the fact that Nano Dimensions is still a loss-making company, the tech boom on Wall Street sees investors solidly behind the Israeli company. The latest capital raised 39.1 million shares at $12.80 per share. 18% discount on the company's closing price. A lot of people out there are saying that Nano Dimensions is diluting the company's share price. I'm thinking that they are looking to grow, that they're looking to find companies to buy to increase their technology, but they are raising a lot of money. They could be diluting the company. Let's take another step. What is Nano Dimensions? Emerging player in the 3D printing. Nano Dimensions is one of the most interesting plays in an additive manufacturing industry. The company has carved out a unique space in the 3D printing by focusing on 3D printed electronics. So they are really in a good, sweet spot that nobody else is really in. And in trying to buy up companies, they're trying to buy up companies that can enhance what they currently do. All right. Next story is, in looking at trying to find companies to buy, SPACs are making acquisitions more expensive, says Nano Dimensions, whose own stock trades at a vast valuation. So again, all I'm looking at is some background history, some background information on it to help you to make some good decisions on why these stocks are moving. So I'm going to go into the software right now. When you look at these stocks on a VectorVest level, these stocks don't look good at all. These stocks are overvalued by our valuation. These stocks don't have good upside potential. These stocks are not safe stocks, and they're not in uptrends right now. But you know what does catch my attention? The stocks are growing their earnings at a clip of 23% and 6%. Respectively. Nio is growing their earnings at a clip of 23%, and Nano Dimensions is growing their earnings at a clip of 6% a year. So positive earnings growth, even though the earnings are negative. Let's do this. Let's right click on, actually, let's go click on Graph All. Let's take a look at the graphs. Woo, they look so not good, don't they? Nio broke through a most recent level of support sitting at 41.52. Earnings is higher than it was 3 months ago, and our earnings is forecasted. Higher than it was 3 months ago, but pulling back. But look at the earnings growth. If a company can grow its earnings, that's a positive sign on the company. Now, could this really be setting up as a possibility of consolidation and bouncing back up? Well, let me help you get in at the right time. This level of support sitting at 41.52, another level of support currently at 38.97. If it falls below that most recent level of support, I'd wait until the stock has the opportunity to start rising back up. But most recently, if it doesn't go below that level of support, I'm going to use this level of resistance at 41.52 as a good buying opportunity, slowly getting in. More confirmation, wait for the stock's price to go above that 20-day exponential moving average. Put those two things together, you could find yourself in a good buying opportunity on a very risky stock. Let's go look at Nano Dimensions. Wow, same kind of scenario, pulled back below the 20-day exponential moving average, also broke through two levels of support, sitting at $9.76 and at $7.93. What I'd look for, I'd look to see if the stock's price can get back above this now level of resistance of $7.93 and possibly break above this level of resistance of $9.76. But wait, what's the whole idea? You're supposed to buy low and sell high. I'm going to add another indicator on here. I'm going to add a technical indicator. And let's go look at stochastics, which tells me if a stock is overbought or oversold. All right, I'm going to throw stochastics on here. Holy smokes, Nano Dimensions is way oversold and is poised to start to move back up. I'd look for these indicators to start to move before I place a trade to buy long. And the next one, how about Nio? Still at that level of being oversold as well. What needs to happen? And notice that every time a stock gets to that level, what does it tend to do? It starts to pull back up again. All right, both of these stocks are oversold. Both of these stocks have great potential. All we're looking for now from a technical standpoint is waiting for the stock to start coming to you. Let the stock start to at least break through some levels of resistance before you pull the trigger. All right, so with that, folks, I wanted to bring this quick video out to you to let you know what's going on with these stocks. These stocks are moving on the internet like nobody's business. I've been asked to do these videos by many of you out there, and I appreciate that, but I always want to respond to you as well. Both of these stocks have great potential. Nio is selling cars in China like nobody's business. China has got a commitment to sell more EV cars. Nano Dimensions has got a great space in the 3D world. They're looking to buy companies to expand on their technology. A lot of people still are saying that they're diluting the shares of the stock. I look at it as they're trying to do what they need to do to grow and get better, knowing that they have a stranglehold in this niche market. So that's my analysis. Again, I don't own either one of these stocks, but at least it's something that you should at least consider and look at those opportunities to think about getting in. So until the next time, folks, see ya.